It's your boy CANMKING. From today, I'm gonna try and do more uploads on my YouTube channel in terms of long form content. In terms of albums or EPs and certain projects that move me, I'll make a video to coincide with those type of releases. So the first person to get my attention, and it's from them doing a very quiet drop, is Electronica. On the 18th of September, he dropped a written testimony, Leaflets EP. I was very surprised about it. I was hitting up my boy like, yo, did you hear Electronica drop this new project and stuff? And he was like, nah, and took the time when I went on my walks to check out the project. And this particular EP was super good, man. Like, it's the type of sound that we've gotten to know about Electronica, things that we really love and like about him per se. So for those who didn't know or don't know, on and off I've been doing something called Music Ain't a Sound, It's a Feeling show, which was predominantly on my TikTok. But I've decided to try and attempt to do some of this stuff on YouTube, try and be more consistent and stuff. But yeah, here's where I'll try and break down pretty much the whole tape, and I'll discuss what I would feel were the highlights in the project. So the first track was called Abracadabra, which has Diddy on it, and he's expressing that good things come to those who wait. Everybody knows with Electronica, sometimes getting stuff from him consistently can be difficult, and I can understand it because you kind of need to have motivation, you need to have the feel instilled to churn out high quality music. Electronica is not one of those artists that just puts out trash, garbage, what do you call it? Like fast food music. He's not that, he's never been that kind of artist, like from the beginning. So it was pretty cool to hear Diddy speaking on that aspect. Another thing that's kind of how Electronica is he will get the urge and vibe to release something and then suddenly not do it. I think this is a common case with just dealing with the music industry, dealing with all the annoying shenanigans, dealing with label stuff. But for me, up until this point, I feel like Jay-Z has really supported and looked after Electronica. He's one of the few artists, well, not a few, there are a number of artists that have done well under his tutelage or with him guiding them, because no one can really force Electronica to put out music if he don't want to put out music, you know what I mean? It's one of those situations. So it's funny hearing Diddy talking about, oh, I hope you really are gonna put out this project and I hope you're not just chatting hogwash. But yeah, it's nice, it was wonderful to see Electronica pull through. But yeah, the vibe and feel on the record I'm talking about is called Abracadabra, off the written testimony leaflet, and it's a really nice coming of age, coming in, starting the project, so to speak. I enjoyed it. The second track is called Real Live Alchemy. This beat kind of tripped me out. It really sounds like if an individual took ecstasy and they're having like some sort of trip out in their head. The music production is something else, like out there. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but that's the creepy vibe I got from that particular, I'd say it's some type of interlude of some sort. After that, the next record is called Who Killed Michael Jackson. Some of these title names are quite intense. That's the thing with Electronica. He'll always do something to make you think, understand, process. Why did this happen? Where's the answers? He's always that kind of person. The beat to me is kind of like a two-steppy vibe, and there's like some moody synths moving in and out of the record. And it's that stuff we love from Jay Electronica, that real rap, that conscientious stuff. I can't complain. It's what I love to hear from him. Additionally, on this record, he has Quentin Miller, who rose to fame through Drake, OVO, writing hit records for him. He has a really dope verse on this record. Super reflective, introspection type raps. Quite impressive from Quentin, but we always knew he had a really sick pen game, so not that big of a surprise, but it was dope, super dope. The next track, pardon me with the title name, this is what's actually called. Is it possible that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is still physically alive? Again, I feel like just from that title alone, you can really hear the impact of Elijah Muhammad on Jay Electronica. As we know, Jay Electronica is a Muslim, and he follows Minister Farrakhan and that type of stuff. So, you can hear the influence and the love that he has for Elijah Muhammad just with that title name. Again, with the raps on this particular record, just the introspective Jay Electronica vibe. You're not going to be hearing any nonsense. It's going to be concise, poignant. A weird thing about this record is he has this type of interpretation of the big battle of LA. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it was when the army, police and stuff were dealing with a UFO, unidentifiable flying object, and they literally wasted a whole heap of shells and guns and ammunition to try and scratch or break or kill this particular object, and none of it had any effect on the object that they were shooting at in the sky. So the vibe, the interpretation I get from this record with Jay Electronica is that the thing that they were shooting at is either God or some type of God, and it shouldn't necessarily be a surprise that the rubbish human type weapons couldn't penetrate the object, because it is what it is. I think with the way Jay Electronica put that across in the song, it's pretty. I like it for the fact that I never actually thought of it in that manner, because I've been in tune to hearing about those UFO things and watching documentaries and stuff like that, but how he put that across in the rap made me think about the situation different, which was good. I like that. It's good to push your thoughts and push the normal things and take it to another level. So yeah, additionally with that record, Dram, Big Baby Dram, Shelly, this man's got like 600 names, but that's not a bad thing. I get it. As a creative, you go through changes with what you want people to refer to you as, so ain't nothing wrong with that. And I feel like the vibe he brought in this was like a creepy, like he's there but he's not there. It's like he's in the background with the vocals, but it adds a unique presence to the record. So to me, that's a unique standout for that joint. One of my favorite records on here next was Japan Airlines 1628. That's a reference I still need to tap in and see exactly what he's referring to for using that title name. I haven't even checked that myself. If you happen to know, let me know. But the vibe and feel of this record is like if you're doing a cross-country drive from, anywhere that requires you to be driving for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, I could go on. And you just need that type of music to help you go along your journey. Like laid back, chilled, but you're on a mission at the same time. There's no rush, you're not moving too slow, it's just like a unique neutral level speed and pace. I really like this record. It's one I could just see myself listening to all the time on chill mode. There's a guy singing in the intro. I haven't been able to do a deep dive as yet into who, you know, Jay Electronica is a person that likes to sample, find samples, put interpolations. That's how I got to know him in the first instance. And it draws you into the record more because there's such a feel and vibe within the record. I don't think he gets enough praise for how he goes about putting those things together, to be honest. So that's what I really enjoyed about this. And again, with the bars, just life bars, lyric and feel, what we've all come to love about Jay Electronica as an incredible MC. Another favorite is the next track, which is a double track. It's 4,400,000,000, and then the worst is yet to come. So in the intro, it's like Bible talk, and I'm not sure who Jay Electronica found for this. Again, I have to still do some of my own research and find out who this person is, because it's very insightful. That was the vibe of that. And then my favorite part is the second beat, or track, the worst is yet to come. And like, this man is just wailing. He's like, it's just, man, when I heard this thing when I was on my walk, was it yesterday? A term that I use is when I hear music that just resonates throughout my whole essence and soul, it's like I want to take my phone and throw it. So it might sound a bit extreme to most people, but that's the vibe I get when I hear music that hits me like that. The thing about this last bit is like it's only 1 minute long, but the vibe and feel that it gives is just extraordinary. I really love it. Like, big time highlight. Goosebump stuff. This type of sound that made me become a fan of Jay Electronica in the first place. So he has a really unique ear for finding those type of harrowing, creepy but mystifying, but you're gonna get the right energy vibe. It's just outstanding. That I kept repeating that. I had to keep going into the song to get to that bit because it's like 2 songs in one. And you know, when you gotta go through all that effort, the sound is worth it. Like, the song is worth it, the vibe is worth it, because you just love it that much. So that was that song. And then for the last track, which is called Highlander, it gives off R&B love ballad vibe, and Jay Electronica has Minister Farrakhan talking about going through the motions in a relationship when, you know, if there's effort on both ends, you can kind of fight it and work it out. But then if you feel like you're the only one in the tango, you're the only one doing the dance, and the other person is just there, you can tell like the vibe is not the same, or the energy is not the same. So it may be a good time to skip, dip, double dip, bounce, leave. It's not working anymore. You can't really be the sole person putting in that amount of effort. It goes both ways. So, you know, some of the stuff Minister Farrakhan is talking about is, you know, stuff to help you deal with life a bit better, maneuver a bit more smarter, and not be wasting your time in something that's pretty much dying. Sometimes I feel with this Highlander record, it would have been cool for Jay Electronica to push himself and write a little verse. He has written records in this type of vibe before, but I think he just wasn't on it. Maybe it felt too deep or too heavy to write anything. Who knows? I can understand that as a creative. But yeah, this is my first video, long form video on YouTube with regards to the Music Ain't a Sound, It's a Feeling show. So again, when I hear a project that really pushes or moves me, I'll make a video to talk about it and express how it made me feel and what I liked about it. But yeah, the written testimony Leaflets by Electronica is a beautiful EP, man. Like, it literally just felt like a continuation from a written testimony from 2020. Great stuff, man. Look out for more. Don't forget to subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and help me build my following on this. I have a strong passion for talking about music and doing music. My cousin always tells me that I should have been doing this from a long time ago, so I'm gonna try and get more consistent. So bear with me as I work out how to navigate this world, and I hope you join me and support me on this. Until the next one, take care, stay safe.